Good afternoon, dear students. सभी को नमस्कार. Moving forward to the next lecture, here we discuss how to live in relationship, Yam Niyam. To introduce this, the another formulation of living in relationship is based on Yam, restraint, and Niyams, observations, as articulated in Patanjali Yoga Sutra. One of the significant observations is that when we discuss or practice these restraints or observations, it has no impact on our behavior in relationship. When we ensure these at the level of thought, then it helps not only at the level of behavior but also at the level of developing right understanding and feeling. तो जैसा कि हम देख सकते हैं इसको ट्रांसलेशन फॉर्म में, इसमें जो सबसे महत्वपूर्ण बात यह है कि जब भी हम नियमों को, विचारों को, सिद्धांतों को कार्य स्तर पर सुनिश्चित करने का प्रयास करते हैं तो वह परस्परता में संबंध से, व्यवहार से जुड़ा है. जब उसको हम प्रधान रूप से मानसिक स्तर पर सुनिश्चित करते हैं तो वह दोनों तरफ से काम आता है, संबंध को व्यवहार के स्तर पर ठीक करने में भी और अपने में सही समझ, सही भाव को सुनिश्चित करने में भी. In the context of living in harmonious relationship, Yam refers to non-violence, truthfulness, non-stealing, chastity, non-possessiveness. In the context of being self-organized in harmony within, Niyam relates to purity, containment, self-discipline, self-study and contemplation. तो ट्रांसलेशन फॉर्म में अगर देखें तो यम हमारा रिलेट होता है हिंसा, सत्य, अस्तेय, ब्रह्मचर्य, अपरिग्रह से, क्षमा, धृति, दया, अजर, सिंसियरिटी एंड मितः. और नियम हमारा रिलेट होता है सोच, संतोष, तप, स्वाध्याय, ईश्वर, प्रणिधान से. आगे बढ़ते हुए यम को डिटेल में देखते हैं. देयर आर 5 यम एज डिटेल डिस्कस्ड इन द पतंजलि योग सूत्र. इज सोच, संतोष, तपस, स्वाध्याय, ईश्वर परिधान. फर्स्ट पॉइंट इज नॉन वायलेंस, अहिंसा. इज सिमिलरली simply not hurting anyone, not hurting others by body, not hurting others by our speech or words, and even not hurting others by in our mind as well. Minimum not hurting and the maximum requirement of is living affectionately. We can see in translation as well. न शारीरिक कष्ट दे, न वचन वाणी से कष्ट दे, न मन के स्तर पर कष्ट दे किसी को. Truthfulness, Sat, to be able to express the reality or events as it is, uncolored. Different people would have understood the reality of varying existence, and their descriptions of event may also vary. What is significant is their intention to understand the truth and live by the truth. So, if they are living faithfully to the extent they have understood, seen, then they are living with truthfulness. The important point here is that we are trying to express things as they are, even though there may be difference in our perspective. We are able to live by these 5 yams restraints only to the extent we have understood, seen the reality correctly as it is. ट्रांसलेशन भी एक बार देख लें. Moving forward, non-stealing, not accepting the things belonging to others, not using the things of others, and not stealing, using only those things that one has produced or obtained, to feel one's right only on such things. As we can see in the translation part also. Moving forward, brahmacharya, right use of senses. Right use of senses on the basis of right understanding. Understanding the basic laws, principle associated with sensations is essential for self-organization and right use of sensation. You can see this in the translation part also. Moving forward, non-possession, aparigrah. The tendency of possessiveness begins by assuming the right on another person or thing as one's own. Non-possession is about not accumulating things which are unessential. When we do not accumulate unnecessary things, the things are available for use by others in the society. We are able to develop the mindset of non possession only when we have developed the tendency for right utilization and sharing that which remains after right utilization. Going with the transition part, moving forward. So, therefore, 5 Yams or strains are truthfulness, purification of speech and word, non violence, purification of body, speech, and mind, non stealing, able to make right utilization of things and share, and non possessiveness, share things, produce things by way of labor and thus live rightfully. Chastity, able to make effort to free oneself from assuming happiness through sensation, so that the imagination can be directed toward right thought, right feeling, which leads us to purification at the level of body, speech, and mind. Moving toward the transition part, we can see Yam consists of अहिंसा, सत्य, अस्तेय, ब्रह्मचर्य, अपरिग्रह, जो कि हमारी कायिक, वाचिक, मानसिक शुद्धि का कार्य करता है. मूविंग फॉरवर्ड, अनुव्रत, vows of limited nature. These 5 non-violence, truthfulness, non-stealing, chastity, non-possessiveness are also called anuvrat. Anu, what we understand is means small or limited, and what we understand by vrat, the commitment or the eagerness to do something. When we follow these vows in certain place, certain time, and with some certain people, it is called anuvrat. On the contrary, maha relate to big. When we follow these vows in all places, at all time, and with all people, it is called mahavrat. As we can see in the translation part. So similarly, there are forgiveness, patience, resolutely living in harmony with perseverance, and forgiveness, ensuring no bitterness, ill feeling towards the other. As we can see in the transition part as well. Fortitude, Dhriti. Fortitude means right, appropriate behavior even in adverse state and situation. It also related to brevity and bravery. As we can see in the transition part, Dhirta, Virta. Then compassion, Daya, maximum help to other in relationship. Non-violence is the minimum help in relationship. As we can see in the transition part as well. Non-hypocrisy, sincerity, Ajar, living with sincerity and simplicity, free from pride and ego. As we can see in the transition part also, अभिमान और अहंकार के अभाव में जीना, सिंसियरिटी पूर्वक जीना, सरलता पूर्वक जीना. मेजर डाइट, मिताहार, right intake or appropriate diet for it is appropriate for the health of the body, it is appropriate for the behavior in relationship, as well as it is appropriate for being active without being lethargic or lazy. As we can see in the transition part as well. Moving forward, achievement, by following these principles our interaction with other become harmonious. तो हमें क्या मिलता है इन सब चीज़ों से? इन सिद्धांतों को परस्परता में पालन करने से हमारा परस्परता का सारा इंटरेक्शन व्यवस्थित हो जाता है. नाउ मूविंग फॉरवर्ड अबाउट नियम और ऑब्जर्वेंस. सोच, प्योरिटी, प्योरिटी एट द लेवल ऑफ बॉडी and also at the level of mind. Purity at the level of body, cleanliness. Purity at the level of mind, being free from mental disorders. Try to observe. Impurities at the level of body are a cause of health problem as well as unhappiness. Impurities at the level of mind are a cause of unhappiness. And we can see in the transition part as well. And contentment or santosh. Contentment is about being able to correctly recognize one's need for physical facility and living in harmony with that much. The mindset of living in harmony with the physical facility available to us. The physical facility belonging to the other does not become a reason for our greed, therefore, not taking us towards jealousy. We are freed from problems like corruption, theft, etc. because these are due to absence of contentment, santosh. As we can see in the translation part as well. जितनी सुविधाएं हमारे पास हैं, हमें उसमें व्यवस्थित होकर कैसे जी सकते हैं, इस मानसिकता से जी पाने से मतलब है। अपनी सुविधाओं को, आवश्यकताओं को ठीक ठीक पहचान पाने से और उसी में व्यवस्थित होकर जीने से है। तब सेल्फ डिसिप्लिन, एबल टू प्रैक्टिस एंड लिव इन हार्मनी ऑन वंस ओन राइट। द इन्वायरमेंट डज नॉट इन्फ्लुएंस वन लिविंग विद सेल्फ डिसिप्लिन। We live the way we want to live, in harmony, in a mutually fulfilling way, not any arbitrary way. In the absence of self-discipline, the environment influences us and we get pulled into it mentally, in words and physically. We get attracted toward favorable sensations. As we can see in the translation part as well. Moving forward, self-reflection, Swadhyay. The gross part of self-reflection has to do with reading books about laws, principles that can be helpful in understanding harmony and living in a self-disciplined manner. These are helpful for self-introspection, self-reflection of our thoughts, behavior, to get an idea about how much is in harmony and how much is in otherwise. And we can see जो सब बाहर की जगह है वह पुस्तकों के पढ़ने से है, वैसे सिद्धांतों को, वैसे शास्त्रों को पढ़ने से जो हमें समझने, व्यवस्थित होकर जीने में सहयोग करती है, सेल्फ डिसिप्लिन होकर जीने में सहयोग करती है। अपने विचारों को, व्यवहार को, कार्य को इंट्रोस्पेक्शन करके देख पाना कि कितना सही के अर्थ में है और कितना सही के अर्थ में नहीं है। इट्स कॉल्ड सेल्फ रिफ्लेक्शन एंड इंट्रोस्पेक्शन। मूविंग फॉरवर्ड, कंटेम्पलेशन ऑफ द ट्रू सेल्फ। Contemplation of the Ishwar. Ishwar is what? Symbol of human properties and human conduct. It is not important that Ishwar exists or not. What is significant is whether we are able to contemplate on that feeling and thought or not. Our feeling and thought is set right through continuous contemplation. It is appropriate to use any dedication endowed with human properties thought. It can be helpful in two ways: developing our feeling and thought, slowly transforming our feeling and thought in tune with the form of dedication. ईश्वर का चिंतन। ईश्वर क्या है? मानवीय गुण एवं मानवीय आचरण संपन्न प्रतीक। यहाँ यह मुद्दा बिल्कुल महत्वपूर्ण नहीं है कि ईश्वर है या नहीं है, अपितु महत्वपूर्ण मुद्दा यह है कि हम उस भाव और विचार का निरंतर चिंतन कर पाते हैं या नहीं। सतत चिंतन से हमारा भाव और विचार व्यवस्थित होता है। ऐसे किसी भी आलंबन का प्रयोग करने से मानवीय विचार और गुण से युक्त किसी भी आलंबन के प्रयोग से दो सहयोग होते हैं। अपने को उस भाव और विचार को स्थिर करने में सहयोग मिलता है। धीरे धीरे उसके सतत चिंतन से हमारा भाव और विचार उस फॉर्म में ट्रांसफॉर्म हो जाता है। So concluding these 5 laws primarily have to do with being in harmony. By following these laws, our feeling and thought is slowly set right and we are able to work more harmoniously. Ultimately, we are able to follow the yams and niyams only with that level of understanding. When we are making effort for it, we are able to achieve up to a certain level. As and when our commitment and willingness become deeper, we make effort to ensure it within, that is our feelings and thoughts. इन 5 नियमों को देखेंगे तो प्रधान रूप से स्वयं के व्यवस्थित होने से ही जुड़े हैं। इन नियमों का पालन करना धीरे धीरे हमारे भाव और विचार को व्यवस्थित करता है ताकि हम अधिक व्यवस्थित ढंग से काम कर सकें। अंततोगत्वा यम और नियम का ठीक ठीक पालन तो समझ के उस स्तर पर जाकर ही हो पाता है। जब हम प्रयासपूर्वक इसको करने जाते हैं तो एक सीमा तक तो कर ही पाएँ, और जैसे जैसे हमारी इस काम में निष्ठा बनती है वैसे वैसे हम अपने भाव विचार को उसके अर्थ में सुनिश्चित करते हैं और उसके सपोर्ट के लिए जो आवश्यक है उसे अपने में सुनिश्चित करते हैं। थैंक्स। So we conclude this lecture here, and next we start with Ashtanga Yoga, Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam pratyahar, dharana, dhyan, samadhi. Next, in next lecture, we will discuss about how to live in relationship, earth, काम, धर्म, मोक्ष. Thank you.